The idea being that there is something very universal about an approach to the future of a country by simply giving children health, security, education. And there are very few Afghan people, no matter what their bent, no matter who they are, who argue against those three things for their children. There are children in the Parwarishka who come from Nuristan, Farah, from Kunar, from places where Taliban are in control of their village, and whose fathers may be mullahs, extremely conservative, religious people. They know what is happening when they send their sons and daughters here.
That's very interesting to me, because we were told the other day there's still in Helmand province only 3 schools in the entire province that will teach girls.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting to me that folks who are in line with that politically and socially would be comfortable with children from...
I think you have to take into account the reasons why so many girls and boys are not going to school still. One of the reasons has to do with extreme holdover of fundamental extremism, but that's only one reason. There are many reasons. One reason may have to do with the shame from neighbors. Maybe you want to send your girl to school, but the neighbors are going, "Why are you sending your girl to school?" Or extreme poverty. I mean, these children can bring home a few pennies a day begging in the street, or spandik cans, or whatever, or getting an actual job. They have to feed themselves now. So there are a lot of pressures that would result in children not going to school. Before all of this last 35 years, Afghan people had a great respect for education. Yesterday was Teachers' Day, and all Afghan students celebrate their teachers. Teachers here get a lot of respect, almost as much respect as engineers and doctors. One of the things, I brought 3 girls to America last winter, and one of the things they noticed in the local high schools was the lack of respect for teachers. And they found that kind of crazy. So education is vitally important to the average Afghan person, even though 70% of Afghans are illiterate. They value education. And so anyway, I could go on and on and on. I have a course to teach you, which you can come in and join us for a little bit. There are a couple of people here, Nazreen and Ejab, who are expecting you, and you can sit with them and ask them a lot of questions. They're Afghan people who are part of AFCECO, who are not the typical Afghan person you're going to walk into. All right? Most of the people that you tend to run into when you come here are the top tier Afghans who are benefiting from the war. The top 2% of Afghans in Kabul who like the war, what is happening with American occupation. Everybody's doing great. Look at the big houses that are being built. Look at what is happening. These are different. They're young. One is an older Afghan who has lived in Kabul his whole life, went to school here, Ejab, and Nazreen is 25, 26, university graduate. So you get 2 different perspectives, male, female, older, younger. And I invite you to ask them all kinds of questions while I'm teaching. I'd like you to come in and meet my girls, my 8th grade girls class, and just sit for 5 minutes and then go and talk to them until I finish at 10 o'clock. And then at 10 I can talk to you. You can get a tour also. And then we can go visit Sitara Orphanage, which is boys and girls, young ones, right around the Pacific.
Ocean. Nobody ever
I want to do it because I want to do it. All right? If you forget everything about Amelia Earhart Farmouche, remember one thing. She said, "I want to do it because I want to do it." Okay? All right?
Professor, may I see, may I look at what they're drawing? Oh, this is so cool. Oh man. 5 minutes?
Shadab is the most talented boy in drawing.
It's
He
very
drew
good.
this.
Oh.
Yeah.
What drum? Are any of the drums here native to Afghanistan?
I don't think so.
No.
Not native to Afghanistan. Yeah, they are.
This one?
And occasion, so that's why we put them here. These are the drawings made by them. Here they have their computers also. They practice. And these are the drawings. This is their library you were studying.
Salam.
Salam.
Oh, hello. Salam.
Salam.
Haf.
Assalamu alaikum. Salam. Hi, how are you doing? Hello.
All the orphanage rooms are like this, bunk beds. And the children are integral in the running of the orphanage. It's a goal of Andisha's that the children aren't just pampered and taken care of. They are actively involved from little to big in maintaining the orphanage, all the chores, and then eventually governance of the orphanage, problem solving of the orphanage. They're involved in all aspects of running the orphanage. And they're expected to take responsibility for their life here as much as the adults. And the children, even very quickly, even fresh from the streets, they learn that it's in everyone's best interest, including my own, to have this kind of discipline. And they maintain discipline out of self-interest as opposed to fear, which I think is part and parcel why they're so happy. It's a happy environment.
The other most important thing that we focus on that is that all the kids, they belong to different ethnic groups. So the head of the orphanage, the in charge, is strictly forbidden, and also the kids to never talk about the ethnic groups. They will be treated same whether you're Hazara, Uzbek or Pashto, whatever.